First Unitarian Church of Southold. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, whomever you love, we welcome you. Today we are gathering on the traditional lands of the Amanhansuk Nation. My name is Mark Sisson, and I am the president of the congregation. We are so glad to see you, whether you are here for the first time or come often. If you are not on our mailing list or email list, please sign the guest book on the welcome desk as you enter from the parking lot. You will then receive the Free Spirit newsletter each month and hear about the many, many upcoming events. Copies of the newsletter are on the action table to the left as you enter behind me. Please like us on our Facebook page, Unitarian Universalists of Southold UU. We used to stream our services there, but starting today, we are streaming our services on YouTube. There was an email, don't cross your, that's right, everybody cross your fingers. And just thank you to Bob Pond and Susan Pond for doing all that work to get that going. There are past services there. They will be available for 30 days after the service on the Facebook page, but subsequently all the services will be uploaded to our YouTube page. The action table has other information you may find interesting, and because we are always aware of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, masks and hand sanitizer are available for your use. We offer many ways to serve this community, from providing hospitality, flowers, and ushering on Sunday, to joining our social action and many other committees. Please stay after the service for coffee, refreshments, and lively conversation. On the back of your order of service are announcements concerning the life of this congregation. Today, after the service, we will have our annual meeting. It starts at 12:15 and all are welcome. We will be streaming that service on Zoom. There is yoga meditation here in the, not starting tomorrow, but tomorrow and every Monday at 4 o'clock. May 6th is the Covenant group here at 4 o'clock. There is a labyrinth walk on May 9th at the Southold Presbyterian Church being led by Reverend Valerie, and that starts at 5 o'clock. On May 14th, there is the SAC and 8th Principal Task Force here at 4 p.m. On May 16th at 6 o'clock, there will be a family game night and free spaghetti service. You will be serviced with spaghetti. We will drop it in your mouth as we free spaghetti dinner. So invite your friends and family and neighbors to come to that because it's free and it's a lot of fun. And as I said last week, no wagering. On May 17th, there will be a memorial service for Malcolm Day at 3 o'clock. And are there any other brief announcements? Yes, ma'am.
So for the fine art show, I do have the application in my car, so I'm going to get those and put them on the table for anybody who's interested in creating these. And yeah, I'm just working on that. So
Okay.
I'll let you know the application's ready.
What Suzette just noted was that there will be a community art show and that she has the applications if you would like to present a piece, and see her after the service. Are there any other announcements? Now comes the time then when we greet our neighbor.
you could join me in reading the words printed in your order of service as Mark lights our chalice, symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Our opening words this morning are those of Tess Baumberger. There will be a brightness to this day, even if there be cloud and rain outdoors.
The brightness of this day comes from within, from the gladly gathered company.
There will be color and fragrance to this day, even if there be gray and chill outdoors.
The color and fragrance come from within, from the flowering of our spirits in this place.
There will be praise and laughter to this day, even if there be difficulty in the elsewhere in our world.
The praise and the laughter come from within, for our hearts leap within us as we gather together to worship.
Today, let there be brightness.
Today, let there be color and fragrance.
Today, let there be praise and laughter.
Spirit of the flowers blooming, be with us.
Flowers of the Spirit blooming, be with us. If you could join me in singing our opening hymn, number 34, Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire. Part of a current. We come from those people who taught us, inspired us in our history, and we in turn will inspire those of spirit and blood that come after us. And those who have taught us things which still exist a century later at the heart of our tradition. And one of these forebearers is Norbert Koppek, whose flower communion, or flower ceremony, we celebrate every year. Norbert Koppek had sought to become a Baptist minister in his home country of Czechoslovakia. But he came under increased dissatisfaction with the rigid beliefs of his community. And he started writing and preaching liberal views, and eventually, under censorship and reproach for those beliefs, he came to the United States, where he came in contact with Unitarianism. Eventually, he went back to Czechoslovakia, and he founded the Unitarian Church in Prague. His desire was to create a community of free spirits, Jews and Christians. Everybody was welcome to his unusual but very popular congregation. But this led to a feeling amongst the people that gathered there that maybe he had dispensed a little too much with symbols and hymns and a sense of unifying tradition. And so the story goes that one day he was walking along a riverbank and he saw all the beautiful flowers there. And he came up with an inspiration. He developed this flower ceremony that has been performed all over the world in Unitarian Universalist communities for 100 years. I invite you now, if you've brought a flower, to come to the middle table and place it into one of the two glass vases that you see there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are sealed. Yes, we do. Yeah.
I invite you to join me now in our words of affirmation, followed by our doxology. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Now we will take up the offering for the work and witness of the Unitarian Universalists of Southold. This morning's offering will now gratefully be received.
to share a joy or a concern.
I have a joy. I just received a letter in the mail yesterday. And someone has made a donation of $2,100 to the church in Montana. So, that person.
Thank you, everyone, for your prayers and thoughts for Marta and my whole family. I put a picture up here. Really appreciate it, and thank you for everything, all your calls and cards. I love all of you. Thank you.
I was very moved by attending the wake for Marta. The incredible number of people who were there from 4 to 6. You didn't get out of there at 4 o'clock, because when I left, there was a line around the rooms. And then it was just as many from 7 to 9. What an incredible family, and what an amazing woman, Marta.
I've lost 5 people that I knew over the past 2 weeks. Marta, of course, being one of them. I also wanted to remember Mae Watson, who was my landlady. We had a gift shop in Greenport, and she was a very popular, nice woman. And Pauletta Frias, who owned the Southold Pharmacy, and was also very active in the local high school here in Southold. And Ted Carpluck, who was Danya's brother, and he was a wonderful auto guy whom I knew years ago. And also Henry Santa Croce, who I worked with his wife at the hospital, and he was a Southold police officer. So, they'll be very missed.
This is a change of subject. The tax bill that is being proposed and that was talked about in a presidential prayer, national prayer breakfast, is apparently going to be the biggest shift of funds from the poor to the very wealthy that has ever come down the pike in one tax bill. And this is sadness for the lack of empathy for our programs for the poor in this country. And then this is a joy for Ginny's grandchildren to have such an amazing grandmother. And I don't know their dad, but he's got to be wonderful because we know Ginny very well. This is for you, Ginny.
I will drop a stone, as I usually do when Lauren sings one of those songs. But this one is not about her. This one is about a joyful memory that I had when we took our family to New York City to watch sing-along Sound of Music. And it was one of the more delightful things, and our children were saying, "What are these Nazis? Why are we singing about Nazis?" So, that was a joyful memory. And I will drop one more stone for all those that are joys and sorrows that go unspoken for many reasons, but we are not alone as behold one another.
If you could join me in a spirit of prayer and meditation. Spirit of life. God, goddess of many names or of no name at all. We have called into the circle of our care and concern those joys and sorrows expressed today. For those we have lost, for the loss of community, empathy, and for our hope that joy will always be something that sustains us with our young, in music, in all ways, as we cope with changes and renew our values in the coming world. To this, I add our fears for those living with mental illness or addiction, for those who live with food or economic insecurity. We give our gratitude to those who, with no thought of their own safety, put themselves in harm's way for the sake of others. And for our elected officials, we ask of them what we ask of ourselves, that we do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly upon the interdependent web. Today, we celebrate community and pray and acknowledge all those we are grateful for who give of themselves in whatever context to make community, to heal through community, to schlep the cookies, to bring the flowers, to stand up for what's right, all these things that cause us to come together and acknowledge and further our values. Amen. Blessed be. Shalom. Be Ashe. Just like that community in Prague 100 years ago, we are a community of free spirits, bound together on a common path of search for truth and meaning and support for all of life's difficulties. It's not always easy to be together, yet we are a vibrant, unique bouquet of free spirits because we stay at the table and seek to bring about a better world together. Flower ceremony reminds us that the ornaments of this congregation are its people, and by extension, the covenant that they make together when they give freely of their time. Each and every time you give freely of your time. I think that some of the most beautiful bouquets from my earliest childhood and even today are the ones that I know somebody picked from the flowers in their yard, or when they went for a walk, or when they were on a picnic. And they gathered them together, not because they were perfectly arranged and they went to florist school in order to know how to perfectly arrange a bouquet for a specific purpose that you get on 1-800-Flowers or something. Just like those bouquets, you are all bold and messy. Bold because of the choice you make, which is not a common choice in this day and age, to affirm your values together. And messy because we know that we will never be perfect, but we will still always be beautiful. And so
That's why this is the appropriate time. Oops, what happened here? The mic went out.
No.
The batteries went out. So here I go. All right. Okay. Are you sure? Because there's no light on it.
The light is never on.
All right. I start again. I will still project, just, for my own sake and my own confidence. So I'd like to invite at this time our three new members who are here today, Catherine and Michael Fortenberry and Lauren Sisson, to the stage. Yes, to the stage. And I also want to invite Mark as our president. And you'll see in your order of service there's an insert. So I'd like you guys to follow along with the insert. Today, we welcome to our community those who have chosen to make a commitment to this congregation by signing our membership book. Lauren, Michael, Catherine, we are so glad that you have chosen this community to travel with you on life's journey. Will you accept our gifts of fellowship, discovery, and service? Will you offer us your unique presence and gifts? Will you engage this faith, spread hope, and join together with us to build a world dedicated to love and justice?
I will enter this faith with hope and possibility in my heart, pledging to participate in and to support the ministries of this congregation. I covenant to remain true to the spirit of love that flows through this congregation and guides
Congregation. Will you welcome these new members with the warmth and comfort of your fellowship? Will you seek to add your strengths and talents to the new gifts they bring to us? Will you share our triumphs and our struggles as our community grows and changes?
We will. We welcome you as once we welcomed ourselves. We seek to be open and inclusive, respecting your inherent dignity, your ideas, and your vision. In times when it's easy, and in times when it's difficult. We seek to be supportive, not only when you reach out and encourage to us, but also when you lead us to reach out to you. We welcome you as an equal member of this congregation, of this faith, and of our shared spiritual journey.
Mark, will you extend the right hand of fellowship to our new members?
Welcome.
Yes, you can return.
Our meditation words are those of the Reverend Julian Jamaica Soto. In this community, we hold hope close. We don't always know what comes next, but that cannot dissuade us. We don't always know just what to do, but that will not mean that we are lost in the wilderness. We rely on the certainty beneath, the foundation of our values and ethics. We are the people who return to love like a North Star and to the truth that we are greater together than we are alone. Our hope does not live in some glimmer of an indistinct future. Rather, we know the way to the world of which we dream, and by covenant and the movement forward of one right action and the next, we know that one day we will arrive at home. These are the words that Norman Kappak himself wrote for the flower ceremony. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask your blessings on these messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to the holy will. May they also remind us of the values of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendships as one of the most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationships, but may we realize that whatever we can give and whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do this work in the world. I invite you all, and if you don't wish to get up at this time, perhaps someone will bring one to you, to take a flower different from one that you brought. Maybe you'll have to break up the lilacs a bit, I don't know. But different from one that you have brought to take home as a reminder of that blessing. Excuse me, I'm trying to speak in the mic properly. Go ahead, don't be shy. Again, if you'd rather sit down, I can bring you one.
if you didn't bring one, I'm sure there's enough. Come on.
If you could rise in body or in spirit and sing with me our closing hymn number 407, we're going to sit at the welcome table. Join me in the words printed in your order of service as I extinguish our chalice, symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith.